Hi Vill, thanks for joining us. So just thought I'd have a quick chat with you as the season drew to a close last week. Season 1 as a manager, how did you find it?
Yeah, it was challenging. I'm not going to say it wasn't, but it was enjoyable in the sense of obviously from a learning perspective. Obviously the highs and lows. More lows this season simply because of the results and the transition we were in. But then you got the highs of some of the great results that we got against odds, and some of the great performances against the top teams and teams that have been promoted. So looking back, and it's not too far. I have to look back at looking back at it. It's been tough, but thoroughly enjoyable, and now obviously with that under my belt and that foundation, it can only bode for a more positive future.
Yeah, touching on the future, in regards to players sticking around, have you had a positive reaction to the lads?
Yeah, so I wanted to do sort of things early because I think looking back at last season, again, one of the main things that I know I got right. I got wrong in terms of preparation was the planning side of things, and it was more down to circumstances and logistics than anything else. I mean, there were things in place before I got the job that meant that it was the planning couldn't be there or as much be there. And then when I went into the season, I went into it with not many players, despite the fact of not knowing what I had. So this season we've done it early, managed to tie up majority of the group. We've got 12, actually we've got 15 of this or the current or the season just gone squad that have committed to next season in terms of putting pen to paper. There's a couple just deliberating in terms of their own personal situation and the offers that have been made to them. So they've got to sort of decide on that over the next sort of week or so, because obviously I want to get my recruitment plans in place. So we've got a good commitment from the core group. Everybody that I wanted to keep in terms of key core will be present next season, and we've got something to build on. That's the main thing. We've got a foundation to build on, which is not something I had at the start of the season just gone, or last season, let's say now. I didn't have that core to build on or that foundation to build on, but I've certainly got that going into next season.
Yeah, like you say, with getting yourself set up early, have you got your eye on a few targets as well that you'd maybe like to bring in the summer?
Yeah. So myself and the coaching team have identified sort of 5, well certainly 4 key areas, but 5 with the potential of the one other that we're not desperate for. But the whole will be revealed. It's not that I'm being secretive or anything like that, but there's still games going on and there's still bits and bobs that's happening, and it's so close to the season just ending that we've identified the targets early. Those targets will be, we will be in contact with them once their registrations end with their current clubs, and then once we've done that, it'll be a case of negotiating and hopefully be able to give you some news as soon as things are confirmed. But we've certainly identified targets and positions that we want to get sorted in time for the first day of pre-season.
Yeah, just one last thing I want to ask. You've brought Cy Ward up to the first team fold now. You dipped into the under-21s brackets on a number of occasions last season. Is that something that you're proud of and you'll want to do going forward? Is that something that you're very keen on?
Yeah, massively keen on. I think at this level, too many sort of managers. I mean, granted, it was kind of circumstances in terms of injuries and suspensions that meant sort of dipping into the 21s, but I had full confidence in doing that because I'd seen the players that named, like your George Clarks, your Finn Donovans, your Jack Normingtons, your Jaden Armstrongs, that have all stepped up from the under 21s youth setup, and been fantastic. But in the first instance, that whole mentality of training together helped us, or helped me certainly, identify the ones that I thought could step up. So it weren't just a case of, right, we need, we've got injuries and suspensions, we need players. It's a case of, right, we've got injuries and suspensions. I know which players have got the capability to step up into the first team, and they've done that fantastically. And it's testament to obviously Si as well, who obviously I brought into the first team, as you've mentioned, but brought into the first team based on his mentality and his attitude in the game, and his ability to develop young players. And it's just keeping that tight relationship and conveyor belt from. He'll still have his role as a 21s manager, but he's keeping that continuity as well. So there's that linkage to the first team, so the young players know that there's going to be opportunities for them to get to the first team, because there's that relationship there. They're not just coming to a strange environment. They've got that familiarity with Si involved in the first team as well.
Perfect. Well, I won't keep you much longer, Phil. I'll let you get off and enjoy your summer. So thanks very much for all your hard work this season, and we look forward to going again next year.
Brilliant. Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Phil. Take care.
Cheers.